Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Crossing Home. Hey, I wanted to talk a little bit about what we did last night. Halloween. Everybody ran around and trick-or-treated and did their thing. But what was the one thing that we did before we went and trick-or-treated? We hid our identities. We put a mask on and hid our identity. Back in the early 1900s, of course, Halloween has changed traditions from all kinds of different things over the last, let's just say 400 years. But in the early 1900s, people became more of a trick than a treat, and they would go out and destroy stuff, but they would put masks on to cover their identities, so nobody would know who they were, so they couldn't get in trouble for what they did. So I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever pretended to be something or someone that you weren't to fit into that crowd that you wanted to be in? Or have you ever done anything wrong that you knew was wrong and you did it anyway, as long as somebody wouldn't find out? I found myself in several situations in life where I did things that I knew were wrong, but I did them anyways because nobody that was around me knew me, or I was with a new group of people, or the group of people that I was doing it with, that's what they enjoyed doing. And so I found myself convincing myself that as long as my earthly parents didn't figure out what I was doing, I was okay. Well, there's one person that I always forgot about when I was doing all the mischievous stuff that people in college and people in high school do. Was, what about our earthly father? What about him? Did we forget about our earthly father? You see, I was putting a mask on in my life to do things that I felt were fun, that I knew I was not supposed to do, because I felt that I wouldn't be guilty of as long as I had my identity hidden. Or sometimes when we walk away from Christ and the path that we're supposed to be on, as long as we put that facade on, as long as we put that mask on, that we're going to be okay. There were times in my life when I walked away from the presence of God, and I was doing stuff, like I said, that I wasn't supposed to be doing. But God never left my side. He never did. And He promises that He never will. But sometimes in life, we take that little jaunt and we walk away and we try to hide. In Genesis 3, Adam and Eve ate from the tree that they weren't supposed to eat from. And so when God came down to confront them, they were hiding because they were ashamed. And so sometimes in life we find ourselves hiding and are ashamed from what we've done. So when we realize that we're not perfect and that we do sin and that God is there to cover the slack for us, we don't have to put that mask on anymore to hide, because He has us. So I'm here to tell you guys today, it's time to take off the mask. If you have built a facade, or if you have built a mask around you to fit into the world, or to fit into people that you want to be around, that aren't fulfilling your purpose in life, it's time to take off that mask. It's time to get back on the path that God has provided for you. But it's hard for God to bless us with the things that we're supposed to be doing when we have a mask on and we're hiding from Him. Seek Him daily. In Romans 3:23 and 24, it says, "For everyone has sinned. We all fall short of the glory of God. Yet God, in His grace, freely makes us right in His sight. He did this through Jesus when He freed us from sin." We all sin and we all fall short, but God is there to catch us. He sent His Son to die on the cross for us so we wouldn't have to worry about it, so we wouldn't have to wear a mask, that we could put on the full armor of God every day when we go out and face the world. Also in 1 John 1:9, it says, "If we confess our sins, He is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and purify us from all unrighteousness." Guys, the work has been done. The price has been paid. All we have to do is accept it. If you're a Christian and going through struggles right now, reach out. Reach out to God. Get down on your knees and say, "God, I'm sorry. and He'll be there to bring you back. If you've never trusted God, now's the time. All you have to do, it's simple. All you have to do is say, God, I am a sinner, and I believe that you sent your son Jesus to die for my sins. Please come into my heart. It's that simple. If you're doing that today for the first time, welcome to the family. I've said it several times, but welcome to the family. Angels are rejoicing this morning. As I end, I just want to reiterate to you guys, don't think you have to wear a mask. God is a great God. He is a wonderful God. He's a forgiving God. Pray that that mask comes off and you can get back right on that path and doing what you're supposed to be doing on this earth and serving Him daily. Guys, we love you. See you down the road.